We just got home from the Poconos, so it is time to unpack, put things away, and do a little spring cleaning. All right, so this video is part of the Mega Motivational Collab series hosted by Dawn, the Minimal Mom. Please, at the end of this video, go check out the other videos on this playlist for this month's theme, which is Spring Clean with Us. Now, my video is going to be a little different because it normally is, because you always kind of adjust to where you are in life. And where I am in life is that we literally just came home from the Poconos from spring break. It was a 2-hour drive. Tomorrow's Easter. I have to unpack the Jeep. I have to do laundry. I have to do a little light cleaning for tomorrow, right? So I got a lot to do in this day, the Saturday before Easter. And I'm gonna tell you, I am the worst of putting stuff away when I come home from vacation. I let the suitcase sit there for like a week or two. I know, a bad habit, but this is a perfect opportunity to make this a travel unpack and with me video. So without further ado, let's get started. So we spent our spring break in the Poconos and it was absolutely beautiful, just being back in nature and relaxing and just having that family time together. But now we're home and we have a lot of stuff that we have to unpack from this Jeep. So I got my boys to help me out and start taking all the bags, all the suitcases, all the things out from this Jeep. Now, I'm sure many of you tend to overpack just like I did, but that's okay because we know what our first step into cleaning is, and that is to make sure everything is taken out of the car and put into the house. And of course, when you're taking a road trip, your car tends to be where you eat and you have your meals. So I have to make sure that all of the trash is picked up and thrown away. Now, unfortunately, hubby didn't come on to this trip because he had to work. And a matter of fact, he's working 16 hours today. But it was so amazing to come home to a fresh bouquet of flowers that hubby had bought for me. And I'm just so grateful that he did that. So our next step into cleaning up everything from traveling is we have to put the food away. We drove for about 2 hours. So the first thing I want to do is put away the frozen stuff. That way it doesn't completely thaw. Next, I'm going to be taking the regular pantry stuff and put that away. Now, my pantry, well, it's not really organized yet. That's a project that I'm going to be working on next weekend. So for now, I'm just going to have to put it away in here, but that's okay. We'll have it organized soon enough. So now that all the food and the reusable bags are put away, it's time to move on to the next step. And that is starting to wash, starting to empty out the suitcase, starting to put this stuff away. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I am going to wash all of the sheets and the blankets because at the Pocono house, we had to bring our own sheets and towels. So this makes the perfect sense to start washing this first. So while our sheets were in the washer, I thought it was good to move on to unpacking our toiletries, which is our toothbrushes, our toothpaste, our soap, our conditioner, because we had to bring that with us, but now it's time to put that away. And while I was in the bathroom, and it is a clean with me, I thought, hey, why don't we wipe down the sink, clean off the mirror so it's nice and clean for Easter. And I also noticed that our little toothbrush caddy was really funky dunky and I really needed to wash it. And since I have to wash out that toothbrush caddy, I also need to wash out all of the travel mugs and the travel cups that we had brought. So now this kind of brings us back into the kitchen, making sure that we have the dishes cleaned. For the toothbrushes, I use some hydrogen peroxide to give them a good deep cleaning. It seems to be the best way to make your toothbrushes last a little longer. And it really wouldn't be a clean with me video if I did not clean the kitchen countertops, especially with Easter being tomorrow. I'd like to cook on a clean surface. That would be really nice. So, of course, we got our Mrs. Myers, our rag, and we started to wipe everything down. All right, now that the sheets are washed, I can start to put them into the dryer and move on to the suitcase. So we fit everything in here. It was me and the two boys. So I was able to pack all of our clothes into my pink suitcase. So the first thing that I ended up doing was I started putting all the darks and all the lighter colors and separating them so that I can get them ready to wash in the laundry. So now that the clothes are in the washer, it's time to finish up this suitcase and start to take all the miscellaneous things that were in these side pockets. And now we finally have the suitcase empty, which is crazy to me to have it completely emptied out the same day I came home. And it feels good because now I can put it away. And we store our suitcases up in this attic crawl space. This is where we leave it. And yes, one day I will declutter this as well. And now that we've finished unpacking and put those items away, I wanted to make sure that I dusted in the living room since tomorrow is Easter. And even though it's only going to be the four of us again, it's okay. It's okay because we went to the Poconos with friends, so I thought it was best to kind of just lay low for Easter just to be safe. So I want to make sure that we can enjoy a nice clean house tomorrow for the holiday. So now that all the clothes are washed and now completely dried from the dryer, it's time to put it away. There is going to be no leaving it in the dryer this weekend. We are taking everything out. We're going to hang up our shirts. We're going to hang up our sweatshirts. We're going to put our pants back into the drawer, which I'm so glad that we organized this before because it makes it so much easier to put the clothes away. And I just wanted to let everyone know that the boys did help me with all of this hard work. They did put things away. They did help me with the laundry and they picked up their room and vacuumed. I just didn't capture it on film because I was so busy recording what I was doing. So the final thing we're going to focus on is cleaning off this table for all the fun Easter activities I have planned for the boys. So I'm going to go through all the mail first in our mail basket, and I was so ecstatic to find a letter that said we don't have to pay for our PMI anymore, which is private insurance for the mortgage, right? We had to pay that because we were an FHA loan. And now we get to save $100 each month. So I was ecstatic to find that letter as I cleaned off the table. And now that we are completely unpacked from vacation, we did some spring cleaning. We can now enjoy our Easter traditions, which is making bunny cakes. The boys have always made bunny cakes so that we can have them for dessert tomorrow. And of course, we dye Easter eggs. That's a tradition that I absolutely love doing with my family each and every year. And of course, the Easter Bunny came and brought the boys very special treats in their Easter baskets. And I just want to take a moment to say how grateful I am. I'm so grateful for my family, for experiences, and I'm so grateful for you that you are alongside me in this journey as I clean out my hoarded house and finally create a beautiful space for my family. And I hope this video has encouraged you to go ahead and start spring cleaning, to go ahead and start getting your home beautiful again so that you can relax and create these beautiful moments with your family and friends as well.